The Napier Barracks site in Folkestone is due to host yet more migrants on Friday, as Britain struggles to deal with the volume of people illegally entering its shores. Since being repurposed as accommodation for mostly illegal migrants, the barracks in Kent have become a subject of much tension and controversy. In December, one of the asylum seekers in residence threatened staff with a knife, another has been accused of sexually assaulting a charity worker. The barracks were then set alight in January following a riot involving around 100 migrants over living conditions. 8 fire engines had to be called to the scene. However, the primary focus for much of the liberal media has been to get the migrants into much more pleasant accommodation regardless of the additional costs to the taxpayer. The Home Office doesn't need to use these dilapidated former barracks to accommodate people fleeing war and violence, but are choosing to do so anyway despite a damning inspection and the ongoing pandemic. That choice is a political one, said SNP MP, Stuart McDonald. The whole Home Office machine is hell-bent on ensuring life for people seeking refuge is as miserable as possible in the hope it will put off others from applying for refugee status. The use of these dilapidated barracks is shocking and shameful, but it is consistent with everything else the Home Office is doing. Through the High Court, lawfaring activists, their identities have not been disclosed, weaseled out of the Home Secretary an admission that conditions at the barracks might be in breach of human rights law. In February, the High Court ruled in favor of an asylum seeker, a potential victim of trafficking, The Guardian claimed, who lodged a case on the basis he could not handle the prison-like conditions. Meanwhile, record numbers of migrants arrive in Britain illegally. Already 1,500 people have attempted to make it to Britain from Calais aboard flimsy dinghies in 2021, compared to 500 by the same stage last year, a threefold increase. More migrants means more people to shelter while their asylum applications are processed, the vast majority of which will fail. For the time being at least, the government is ignoring social justice warriors in continuing to use Napier. Addressing plans to house more migrants at Napier, a spokesman for the Home Office said, "We secured permission to use Napier Barracks for 12 months, and while pressure on the asylum system remains, we'll continue to make use of the site. Our new plan for immigration will reform the broken asylum system, allowing us to welcome people through safe and legal routes while preventing abuse of the system and the criminality associated with it." While COVID-19 continues to rage, many will want migrants potentially carrying dangerous variants of the virus away from civil society. In January, there was a COVID outbreak at the camp. Many migrants selfishly refused to take the test, making it harder for authorities to control the spread. Some even refused to self-isolate properly. An official at Napier Barracks at the time was recorded saying, "This is one big house, so they can roam around their house, we can't stop them. We advised them they have to stay in their rooms for isolation, for their own health and everyone else's health. If they still choose to come out, that's up to them."